Welcome back to Behind the Bands, a show where we get a closer look at some of Joplin's local musicians and performers. I am your host, Sukriti Brathoki, and today we check out Owen Martin. Owen Martin is a singer, songwriter, and indie folk artist hailing from the small town of Marshfield, Missouri. Rooted deeply in the heartland, Owen's music reflects the quiet beauty and genuine storytelling of small town life, capturing the hopes, struggles, and dreams of everyday people. With a voice that carries both warmth and vulnerability, Owen creates song that feels like intimate conversations, honest, reflective, and emotionally resonant. We'll talk with Owen soon, but first let's take a listen to his song Smooth Flow.
Smooth flow down the river you go, carried by hands I can't hold anymore. Branches bend and the night feels hollow. Your shadow fades where the cold winds follow. I whisper low, and the water takes my sound, leaves me with silence, nothing left to drown. Smooth flow, and I'm standing alone, watching the current make a home of your ghost. Smooth still you go, you go.
And welcome to Behind the Bands.
Thank you for having me.
It's an honor to have you here. Let's start at the beginning. How did your music journey begin, and what first drew to songwriting? And when did you realize that you actually can do that?
So growing up, I'd always sing in the car with family. I feel like that's a traditional thing. Everybody does that. But it was only like maybe 4 years ago. I was like with a whole bunch of friends in a car and we were listening to music, and I can't specifically remember which pop song it was, but it was like a funny little pop song, and I just started singing. I just started singing out of my heart for the fun of it, and that's when I realized, and my friends realized, like, wow, you can sing. So I took it serious from here on out, and yeah, that's where I'm at.
Well, I think your friends really recognized you at that point. But yeah, your style is so unique. And how would you describe someone, your sound to someone who's never heard your music before?
Yeah, so I would probably think it's like if you've ever listened to like Hazlitt or Bon Iver or Noah Kahan, and they all like had a baby, that's me. That's the best I could put it.
Okay, that's a good one. So your song "Smooth Flow," which we've just listened, really sets the tone for your style. Can you share the story behind that track?
Yeah, I really wanted to show something with range, a little bit of range, and I think that's the song that made it perfect. The song "Smooth Flow" is about like it's an analogy for memories, like you're leaving a loved one behind because they're holding you back from being a better version of yourself.
Oh.
And the river is like an analogy for memories. So yeah.
Well, see that's beautiful to think of it. It always intrigued me how songwriters can think of very different and turn it into music. But yeah, was it written in one setting, or yeah, did it take it time to come together? Because I'm always curious about that.
Yeah, honestly, no, it really didn't take that long. It was maybe a 15-20 minute writing process.
Wow.
It's a short song, so it really didn't take much, but yeah.
I mean, that's really good. When you first started out, what artists inspired you the most, and what do you see their influence in your music today?
Yeah, so first starting out, I would have to say Novo Amor. Definitely one of my favorite acoustic artists. He's very beautiful. His songs are so good. And then it built up to like Noah Kahan. I started getting into that folk scene a little bit, amping it up instead of being so monotone with my music. And Yeah, maybe those two are my main artists. Definitely Hazlitt as well. He's definitely got me up there to change a couple things around.
Yeah. Okay. So, what challenges did you face breaking into the local music scene, and how did you push through them? Because everybody has some struggles. So.
Yeah, getting into the local scene, I never thought of it much. There wasn't ever like, I don't know. I was always big into making music and making TikToks and getting out there on the internet on my phone and stuff. But I never questioned for the longest time for some reason I never questioned like getting up on stage and doing the local scene stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'd always just pictured doing the big stuff. But obviously you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
The local stuff honestly just came to me. Like people would reach out and be like, "Hey, you want to do this show with me?" And I decided to hop on some house party shows and do all this, and I started to love it. And here we are now. It's pretty cool.
Yes, I know. When there's an audience, it turns into magic.
Most definitely, it's
Yeah.
completely different.
Well, and you said like you've always seen yourself somewhere big.
Yeah.
And if you don't start with small, there's no big.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I mean, time for another song. Next up is Ash Between Waves. Here is Owen Martin.
Breathe in the salt. It tastes like the night you left. The sea folds itself, pulling lights from the coast. I don't keep the letters, but I still feel the weight. Your name moves through me like ash between waves. The sky is a hollow, I keep falling through. Every tide is just another way back to you. Back to you. The shore remembers what I tried to forget. Footsteps dissolve, but the silence is said. The moon leans closer, asking what I'll choose, to drift where I'm going or return to you. I don't keep the letters, but I still feel the weight. Your name moves through me like ash between waves. The sky is a hollow, I keep falling through, and every tide is just another way back to you. Back to you. Oh, back to you. Back to you.
We're back with Owen Martin, Ash Between Waves. The title alone is powerful. What inspired you of like this song?
Yeah, so it's pretty dark. All of my songs are pretty sad, honestly. Ash Between Waves is a song that kind of resonates with, like, pouring somebody's ashes into the ocean. It's like you don't want to because you want to stay connected with them, and you feel like pouring their ashes into the ocean, you're losing that connection. You're, setting them free finally. So, just, yeah.
That's wonderful. Why I would tell you, because there's like a part of people who actually do that. Like when you're dead,
Yeah.
they would cremate you. So it just reminded me of that, and that is
Yeah,
like
exactly.
your logic is so good on that. Love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
So walk us through your songwriting process. What does a typical session look like for you? Lyrics first or music?
Yeah, so I'm mainly an acoustic singer-songwriter, so I would pull out my guitar and I would just start finding some chords, messing around with some chords. And like, oh yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. And then I'll get into the mood of something because I'm a storyteller. Not every song resonates with me, but I always try to find a song that resonates with everybody so that everybody can listen to my music. It's not something that But yeah, I just try to find some chords first, and I put it all together. I'll start writing something, and that eventually becomes a song.
Well, and it eventually becomes a good song. So
Oh, thank you.
There you go. How different is it for you performing live compared to recording in the studio, or have you ever recorded it before or not? Can you walk us through that journey of your life?
Yeah, Definitely. I think performing live is a lot more fun, obviously. You know, that's you finally getting to show your artwork to every single person, you know, have a good time. But yeah, no, studio time and, you know, making the art is just so beautiful as well because you get to see from the ground up how everything's working. And I love to make videos on it too. So every single time in the studio, I do have videos that I have posted out on the internet of just making the art itself because it is super cool to see.
So what would you enjoy most?
I enjoy making the art, honestly. That sounds bad to say.
No,
that,
I completely get that.
I just love making music. I love, you know, showing people it too, obviously, but making it is just something that's really copacetic.
Yeah, I mean that's the part you love the most, right?
Yeah.
And eventually you will show it to the world. So
Yeah.
with that, we're now going to take a break to listen to another one of Owen's songs. Here is All I Am.
I left the light on, but no one came. The walls remember, they speak my name. I try to follow where the night has gone, but every step feels like I don't belong. And if I break, let it be in your hands. If I fade, let me fade where you stand. I don't know if I'll make it through, but all I am is tied to you. The air is heavy, it holds me still. I'll wait for something that I never will. The dawn keeps coming, it cuts me white, but I keep hoping it turns the tide. And if I break, let it be in your hands. If I fade, let me fade where you stand. I don't know if I'll make it through, but all I am is tied to you. All I am is tied to you. All I am is tied to you.
Back now with Owen Martin. The song we just heard was All I Am. Is there any special meaning behind that song?
Yes. So basically, if you ever feel alone, like it's really a song about being lonely. But if you ever feel alone, when you feel alone, you're always in that headspace like you don't have anybody, right? But this song is like to remind you that you have all these loved ones and all these friends that care about you and are with you. So the ending of the chorus, the hook, "All I am is tied to you," is like you don't realize it, but you are tied to the people that you love, and they always have your back.
Well, see, that's beautiful. I would love to listen to that again. The music industry has changed so much over the years, as we all know. With so many platforms now available, how do you navigate your marketing, your music, and what challenges do you face in standing out?
There's a lot of challenges. Really, yeah, no, it is super hard to, you know, get out there today. There's hundreds of thousands of people making music every single day, but just getting out there, posting your music, getting, you know, recognition every single day. There's not one day you can't take a break. Really shows your effort. Really lets people understand this is what you're confident with, and I don't know. It's just that helps you.
Okay. So you mentioned that finding the right audience for, you know, your music is a challenge. Do you have any advice for artists trying to connect with their audience in today's crowded music scene? Because you do a very, like, you know, every song is different. So what do you want to connect with that?
I'm not sure, honestly. I didn't understand the question.
Okay. So what I meant was like, have you like, do you think that it's challenging for you to, find the right audience for your music? Because when you're writing with a certain flow, you might think that maybe this is the audience that I'm writing for, or do you not think about it first? You just make the art, and then eventually they find themselves.
Yeah, pretty much. If the song resonates with you, the song resonates. Like it does. I don't try to look for a specific like pack of people that like my music, because people could like some heavy metal stuff, and they could have a song from my album that resonates with them that they love. So there's not really a specific kind of group I'm looking for. But if you like the music, you like the music.
Okay, yeah, that's what I also feel. So.
Yeah.
Finally, after all these years of making music, what's next for you? And are there any new works coming or any other projects? Or do you plan to take things in a very different directions? What's your next plan?
Yeah, so honestly, right now I'm trying to get up there, trying to climb the stairs, see where it can take me. But the next step is American Idol.
Oh.
I'm going on American Idol to audition in front of the celebrities at the end of October.
This October.
This
Oh
October,
my God! Stop. I might see the new celebrity here, but that's wonderful. I really love the way you
I'm
sing.
super excited. I'm super excited. Yeah, so that's the next step, and then we'll see where that takes me. I'm super excited to see where that takes me. But after that, yeah, it's just more music, more music, more music.
Well, I wish you all the best for that. Okay, I
thank
would
you.
love to see you shine out.
Me too.
Oh my God, we're going a little bit off topic here, but anyways, can you tell us about how people can get connected with you in social media? Because now that you're going to American Idol someday, that is really needed.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you do live songs and stuff like that, how can people book for you? Can you give a glimpse of what you do with that?
Yeah, so it's mainly all online. If anybody does want to book a show or anything like that, all my socials are Owen Martin Official. No spaces, nothing else, just Owen Martin Official. And then I have an email that I usually do for bookings and business and stuff like that. It's just called contactowensmusic@gmail.com.
You've had such a rich career in terms of deep connection to your music. So looking ahead, are there any new directions or upcoming projects? Because I feel like you said me that earlier.
Yes, I do have an upcoming project that I am releasing September 26th, out on all platforms. On any of my socials that I just let you know about, you can pre-save it in the bio. Yeah, it's super exciting. It's one of my favorite songs that I've made, and it's called Barefoot Mud.
Okay, since you said that, before we wrap this up, tell us about your last song, Barefoot Mud.
Yeah, so it's a song, and it's a really deep song. It's about the loss of a wife. So the husband lost their. I make really sad songs now that I'm talking about it. But yeah, it's just the mud that resonates with the memories, and also the mud left behind from the funeral, the burial. I guess it's pretty dark, but yeah, still a good song that you should listen to.
Well, it's deep, guys. We should listen to that. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It was great having you.
Thank you.
And I think we've had a very wonderful conversation.
I agree.
And this has been a look behind Owen Martin on Behind the Bands. Join us again next time as we talk to another local band and get a taste of their music. Again, I am your host, Sukriti Brathoki. Thanks for watching Behind the Bands, and now Owen Martin and Barefoot Mud. Good night.
This is Barefoot Mud. Foggy skies, our stars align, but I can't see them. Following lights, swollen cord from stolen reasons, fallen blood. Fallen blood. Close falling back. The newborn run through the fields your dreams kept in the tall grass. The barefoot mud, leaving memories you wish you'd held at, and you falling back, and you falling back. Run and hold, run and hold the memories you left when you stepped on my front porch. Run and hold the mud left behind where we bury your cold corpse. The newborn run out through the field your dreams kept in the tall grass. The barefoot mud, you're leaving memories you wish you'd held at, and you've fallen back, and you've fallen back.
This is Imperfect.
Shaking weak, I can't be all that you seek. I spill my coffee down my sleeve. I say too much or not enough, and wonder if you notice me. So stay a while, even if it's messy. Even if I can't hold it steady, I'm trying here, I swear you see that I'm doing my best imperfectly. Shaking small, I fumble through the day. Your laughter lingers where I stray. I can't fix the past, can't foresee, but I keep showing up silently. So stay a while, even if it's messy. Even if I can't hold it steady, I'm trying here, I swear you see I'm doing my best imperfectly.